Welcome to another episode of Resilience Behind the Walls. My name is J.O. Richardson, and this episode is real special to me. This brother that we're about to talk about, I walked the yards with this brother. He's one of the most beautiful brothers I ever met. And I told this brother when I left from behind the walls that I was going to do whatever I could do to help him get out, because I know this brother is one of the people that are sincerely wrongfully convicted. So his name is James Hilton, and they wrote a nice article about him in the New Haven Register not too long ago. And I have the honor right now to sit down with one of his family members that's been real instrumental in like supporting the family and keeping the family glued together. And he's also been doing a lot of positive stuff within the community. And his name is Omar Ryan. And with that, we'll talk about what James Hilton, what he's meant to the community, the void he left in the family, and the anticipation for him to come back in the community and what that looks like. So with that being said, Omar, thank you for joining us.
Thanks for having me.
We could just get right into it. Where were you at when you found out that James Hilton had got arrested for the allegations that he was arrested for?
I was on my way out. I was in Crossroads, the halfway house. I was there approximately about 2 to 3 months. 2 to 3 months before I heard the news.
Wow. So you were coming from incarceration when you heard that your uncle died?
Yes. I was coming out and he was going in. Because we didn't see each other before that in like 5 years, because I was doing 8. So I was doing 8 years. No. Yeah, I was doing 8 years. I ain't seen him now. I ain't seen my uncle now in about 20 years, about 30 years, 31 years. Wow. I ain't seen my uncle.
Wow, that must have been, I'm just thinking to myself, I've been in situations where I've been in jail, and when I came home, some of the people that I cared about wasn't there no more. They're gone. Mm-hmm. But I'm just thinking, this is your uncle, and I knew how close you and your uncle was. For you to be doing that much time and to come home and your uncle's going in for something like this.
Because my uncle, we grew up as brothers. A lot of people didn't know we was nephew and uncle. You know what I'm saying? A lot of people thought we were brothers, and until we got older and everything. But if anybody knows my uncle, I know my uncle. He's always been kind-hearted. Animals. We used to look at him as a nerd sometimes. You know what I'm saying? Animals and stuff. We enjoy stuff like that. While we was out doing Mr. stuff, he was riding down the hill on a bicycle or something like that. I remember one day he came home with half his ear lost. We used to ride down steep hills on the bikes and shit. That was James, man. James was always the clown in the family. It make you laugh and stuff like that. When I got that news, because I knew that wasn't my uncle. He never had that heart. You know what I'm saying? You could push him and push him and push him. You know what I'm saying? He's still ain't that person. You know what I'm saying? He might knock you upside your head, but you could never push him to that limit. Ever, ever, ever. With all the things we went through in the neighborhood and everything, you could never push my uncle to that limit. You know what I'm saying? People used to, when we found the news out, it ain't a good thing, but people say, we think that used to be you, we think that was you, man. We never thought that would be JB, man. We think, because I was the one with the guns and stuff like that. JB never bought a gun. You know what I'm saying? He know how to handle a gun. That wasn't him, man. You know what I'm saying? We had a problem with my uncle. I'm coming to you with the gun. You know what I'm saying? He was like my little brother. For real, he was my uncle, but he was like my little brother. Don't mess with him. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, and he lost a lot. We all loved him. His whole family, his sisters, from his older sisters, he got his 12 of them. You know what I'm saying? It was a majority of family. Women. Majority of the women, there's only 3 brothers, and I think there's 8 sisters. They lost one little brother, there's 4 brothers, and they lost one to leukemia. Warren, God bless him. everybody loved James, man. Everybody from down south to, when if the family functions and all of that, you know, James do the stand up and all of that. You know what I'm saying? That was James. You know, the family come from down south, and you know, put on the show, and you know, we was the singers, and me and his sisters and everything. We was the singers. They was my backup, and James was the comic. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, man. But, you know, we loved him, man. His sisters, he was the baby brother when they lost the other baby. You know what I'm saying? James was the baby. You know, they was their baby brother, man. Imagine what they went through when that shit happened, man. It was crazy. You know. That's why I say you grew up around women. Grew up around women, so you know he had a heart.
Yeah. I know one of the things that I remember about JB, every time I came down Truman Street, or he had a record store on Washington Ave, he always had like a big smile.
Always.
He was like one of the coolest brothers.
Smile and walking tall.
Yes.
Walking tall. Because he was tall. He was the tallest one. He was taller than us. And he was tall. You know what I'm saying? And let me tell you another thing. He was not a bully. That was, you know, me and him got a lot of things in common, but that's one thing me and him had in common. We don't bully and we don't like bullies. A lot of dudes that hung around us, they hung around us for protection. You know, it was like, you know what I'm saying? Dudes was bullying them. You know what I'm saying? We ain't having that. You know what I'm saying? So that's one thing me and him had in common. You know, and the heart is gold. He'd give his last. He'd feed families. You know what I'm saying? He buy family furniture. You know what I'm saying? He took care of the hood. You really love that man.
I remember personally coming down Truman Street a couple of times, and there was whole cookouts going on.
Yeah, we cookouts, block parties, everything.
Everybody feeded
had an ice cream shop. He had a little ice cream shop giving out ice cream. You know what I'm saying, to the kids and everything. You know, he had a hot dog stand giving out hot dogs. Come on, man.
Yeah, they took a real asset from the. That's why when I seen him inside, I said, "Hey, this brother right here, whatever could get done to get this brother out, because they took an asset from the community."
Because I told him, you know, we was together in Northeast. He left me from North. That's the last time I seen him. My grandmother came and picked him up, and Brother Stone came and picked him up. I remember Brother Stone had that long leather coat on, that full length. Never forget that. You know what I'm saying? That's when we was in Northeast. We used to wear your own clothes and stuff like that. You know, but he left. That's where he left me from. You know, I was starting my bed, and that's what happened then. I was starting my bed, and he was going home. You know what I'm saying? And that's one thing I told him. I said, "Don't go back over here. Don't go back over here. Start something, do something different from you. Don't go back over there, because the dudes ain't right in the head. You know what I'm saying? I said, don't go back over there, man. You know what I'm saying? But he had family to feed. You know, you just can't out. He had family to feed, but you know,
You said he had family to feed. I know he had a couple of kids. And he's been inside 30 plus years.
One thing, his baby mother, she has been, you know, taking him out. They was growing up and stuff. She has been good at that. You know, it's been a struggle for her, but you know, he lucky, praise God. You know, his kids grew up real good. He got his daughter a nurse. His son is a fireman. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, I just seen him on Facebook recently, taking lessons to do the helicopters.
Wow.
You know what I'm saying? So you know, it was a struggle for them. They had family, they had their family there. You know, situations happen. But his kids, lucky, you know, he was blessed that, you know, his kids went on to be something good. You know? So when he come out here, you know, he gotta come out here and try to get his kids right, because they already right. You know, he just gotta get a connection. You know, because that's a long time. You know, his daughter was a baby. You know, she was a baby when he left. You know, I think she's 20. You know, so she was the baby. So, yeah. Left a, he had a good family, left a good family. You know. Him and his woman been together for long since I know him, you know what I'm saying? He had a family. He had a family. Yeah. That broke them up. That broke 22 years, you know. Got 2 kids to raise, you know, you can't have, it's hard taking care of 2 kids and trying to go visit somebody in prison. It was hard, you know, but she did do a good job. You know, it was good. So you got that to look for when you come out.
I don't know if everybody knows where James Hilton case is right now. So as of right now, he has a habeas in court. They already had half of the hearing already. They continued the other half of the hearing to May 31st. May 31st, they're going to have the rest of the hearing. And during the first part of the hearing, I was present at the first part of the hearing. The expert basically got on the stand and basically the judge told everybody that James couldn't have been the shooter because where he was at, he physically couldn't have been the shooter. And he explained it to the court, and this expert, and I urge everybody to go to the New Haven Register article and read the James Hilton article that was written because it's a lot of information on it. You know, I just want to say this part just to show the type of brother this guy is. While he was inside, one thing about him, he's always been adamant about his innocence. He's always been in the library. Every time I seen him, he was talking about his innocence and what he was doing to get out. And this story is just inspirational. He was watching Dr. Phil one day, and he seen an expert on Dr. Phil, and he reached out to the expert from watching the Dr. Phil show inside in jail.
The case that the dude was speaking on was similar to his case. So he was like, when he heard him talking about the case, he was like, yo, that sounds just like my case. So it was God sent.
It was God sent. He really, literally, this expert that was on Dr. Phil, he got this expert, he raised the money while he was inside to pay. It wasn't a freebie. He had to pay this expert. This is a world-renowned expert. This is not somebody that, you know, you get pro bono. He raised the money while he was inside, paid the expert, and this expert, I physically seen this expert testify at his hearing, and he's been working with the expert behind the scenes. It's obvious he's been working with the expert behind the scenes, getting to know him, the expert studying the case and whatnot. But this expert basically said that he couldn't have been the shooter because of where he was at, you know. And
everything that the state had against him, the expert is saying is wrong. It couldn't happen this way. The way y'all saying it didn't happen, it didn't happen. And that's what JB been telling them for 22 years.
For 22 years, he's been saying. And the crazy thing about this situation, this is like, I talk about this case, and we're talking about this case because this is a pure example of how messed up the criminal justice system is. This is a huge flaws within the criminal justice system that we're pointing out right here, what this brother had to go through. And I'm gonna say this point because if you look at the newspaper articles and you really do investigation, the first expert that he had on his case got indicted for giving false statements, basically false testimony. And this is a doctor. He's passed away, but before he passed away, he never corrected the wrong that he did to James Hill, that he did to James JB. And who knows who else is sitting behind the walls. It literally came out in the courts that this expert would basically say whatever the state wanted the expert to say. Whatever they wanted him to say, he would say. He was the state's hired person. And you know, and
I'm gonna give you a reason why. Because around that time, it was a lot of murders going on around in that area, and around that time, you could go back election time, all of that. So JB was a scapegoat for the election, and oh yeah, we getting people off the street, we saw them murder. You know what I'm saying? Because that's what they do.
Yeah, and I know people that's not from the community may not understand what me and Omar are saying, but this is a reality that we live through.
Yeah.
You know, when things are looking bad, it's a lot of violence in the area, and they want to look good like they're doing something, anybody will do.
Anybody will do.
Anybody. They'll just grab somebody, hey, you're the person, and sometimes, you know, that's where a lot of informants and people start telling and all of that stuff come to play at, because people are just trying to free themselves, especially if they haven't done anything and they're being charged with something. You know, they'll say whatever they need to say to get out of the situation.
Yeah.
And a lot of times that's what happens. That's how a lot of these convictions happen.
Paying people to get on the stand, and paying people. A whole lot of things went on with that case. A whole lot of things went on with that case, but you know, I wasn't here. You know, I was wishing God. I just got out of 2-3 months earlier. You know, I wasn't here, but you know, at a point in time, I wanted to go sick, but then they got me and JB in jail. You know, that would have broke us. You know, so I had to keep my head, man. You know, and had to tell him to keep his. You know, a lot of dudes done fought to get their way up out of here. You do the same thing, man. You're innocent, stay with God, and it's gonna happen. You know, and I couldn't go up there because of my record and everything, but I always spoke to JB sometimes. He fell off at one time, you know what I'm saying? But I always spoke through his brother, because his brother always stayed up there to go see him, his older brother. I mean, next to the oldest brother, John. And you know what I'm saying? I always tell him to take JB, keep his head, don't listen to none of them dudes out in there, you know what I'm saying? Fight to get out of there. You know, and that's what he did.
Now, I don't want to speak on behalf of like what JB was going through, but I know you just said like you were personally talking to him. How was his spirits like?
Angry.
While
He
he
was angry. He was angry. He was angry for a long time. You know, for a long time. I imagine his mentor even did some time and said, you know, because he was angry. You know, put your hands on him. That's the only way he gonna put his hands back on you. You know, but I heard him making segregations and, you know, imagine, you know, getting 60 years, 65 years. Imagine what you gonna go through. You know, say nothing to me. You know, don't say a word to me. You know, but yeah, he was angry. He was angry for a long time. You know? Yeah, let the anger go. You know, that's the only way you want to get out of here. Let the anger go. You gotta let the anger go. You know, see God. You know, talk to God and everything. You know? And that's what. And we talked. I think it was Christmas. We had that whole family forever. I didn't even know where it was at first. I had to ask my mother who it was. Because he was just talking, you know what I'm saying? The last thing I said to him, I was like, yo, I'm hoping to see you in the next 5 years, man. He was like, 5 years? She's like, go see me next year. It's like, yo, for some real. Here he is, next year. You know?
Yeah, that's a blessing. You know, I don't, you know, everything is looking, if the system is not completely trash, James Hilton, JB should be released this year. Because when you got experts that they have full newspaper articles of this guy, I can't really.
He's the best. I looked on. He's one of the best.
Yeah, he is.
He's one of the best.
But they also have newspaper articles of the bum that lied on JB, the actual expert that lied on him. They have full articles on this guy of the case is, and just the testimony of him admitting that, hey, I would say whatever the state wanted me to say.
Right.
You know, they have articles on him. He's, like I said, this guy's passed away since then. I can't, his name begins with a K, I forgot his name. But
I can get that.
he you know, he admitted, like, this is what he was doing.
Yeah.
And
matter of fact, I got all them papers. JB sent me all them papers. I got all the forensic thing. I got a pile of stuff like this.
yeah, I have my bag here. He sent me a whole bunch of stuff, like a lot of stuff too. And I'm just, you know, as I read this stuff, I just can't believe, like, man, like, all right, this happened, but I'm like, nobody want to correct this wrong. Like, it's so obvious, it's so clear that this wrong happened. You know, this guy's been in there fighting for his life, and nobody want to correct.
That could be real. That could be real.
Definitely could be real.
Wasn't corrected then because there was somebody controlling everything. It wasn't corrected then. Somebody who was controlling everything. You know what I'm saying? The real person was out there to control everything. He was out there to make sure, he was out there to play chess with that whole thing, with that whole trial too. You know what I'm saying? And that's basically it. And now, like, that's what I'm meant to say. He's controlling it then, and he gets to control it now because he's still on the street and the people are still scared. You know what I'm saying? They can't make it right for one thing because they know they lied. So they scared there might be a charge on them for that. They can't come and people who wanted to come tell the truth and wants to come say JB didn't do this and JB didn't do that, they still scared of this person and his family.
Yeah, I honestly, I talk to people privately. You know, I won't say nobody's names, but I talk to people privately a lot about JB. You know, a lot about what happened, and people will say real fast, like, JB's innocent.
Yeah.
They'll say he's innocent, but they'll say, hey, you know, I wish the best for him, you know, whatever I could do from the side to help him, I'll do, but I don't really want to, you know, get
People that was
involved.
right there. It was people that was right there who would tell me every day. You'll tell me right now after 22 years, you know what I'm saying, JB didn't do it, JB didn't do it, but you didn't get your ass on the stand and say that. You know what I'm saying? You didn't get your ass on the stand and say that. So it really don't mean nothing what you're saying, you know? It's dead. I can get deep. I can get deep, man. I can get real deep on that situation. You know what I'm saying? You know what I mean? That's my brother. So you know how many people gonna come to me with the information? Everybody. So you know everybody gonna come with, yo, man, just, you know, some people want to you know, ease it up, but some people want to juice it up, put it back, you know, put that battery back in, so I can go do something. You know what I'm saying? But I know so much. I know so much. Like I said, and I wasn't even here. From everybody. You know what I'm saying? But none of y'all took the stand. All of y'all let this dude control it.
You know, as I hear what you're saying, and I'm feeling some type of way, like I'm getting angry, because I'm like, man, you mean to tell me y'all know, y'all seen this and y'all still watching?
Like I just finished telling you, people he fed, people he done fed their kids, and took the kids shopping, and bought them sneakers, but then I'm gonna stand up for them at the time. Because like I said, they had this little vicious little motherfucker still out here. He said he was gonna knock them off.
Now, as far as with you, I mean, one of the things, like with you, as I hear all this, I hear the anger and I see the anger in you, like what you had to go through. I just want to, like, give you your props for going in the direction you went in, because very easily, like you said, you could have been revengeful. You could have been like, hey, I want to get even score, find out what really happened, and really avenge what they did to my uncle. but you went in a whole different direction and started, and we did a lot of positive stuff out there in the community, but you did a lot of positive stuff.
Yeah.
You know, a lot. And I just, you know, because as people hear this conversation, they hear the anger and they see like the frustration on what you experienced and what I experienced, like what we experienced, just supporting.
It was either for me to go. I did get stuck at one time. I came out and I got stuck. I was on trial 2003. You know what I'm saying? After coming out of jail, in the last 5 years of my life, praying 5 years to Allah, praying what to Allah, you know, telling him I wasn't coming out here to sell drugs or anything. You know, I was gonna get back to my community and all of this. And I came out here and did the opposite. So got set up by the police. Police tried to set me up. I came out here and did the opposite. So got set up by the police. Police tried to set me up. The police is dirty. You know, tried to set me up. Salt and pepper. You know, I remember the police officer, salt and pepper, used to ride around the hood and hit in the hill. Tried to set me up. They sort of had me, you know. Crackhead bought some crack from this female, and this female, Salt and Pepper was waiting for the crackhead when he came outside, and told the crackhead, they asked the crackhead, where you get this drugs from? He said, oh, dark-skinned woman, long hair, such and such and such. Crackhead, they told the crackhead, you said it was Omar and Ryan, we let you go. You know what I'm saying? So ever since then, man, I beat that trial, you know, and while I was on that trial, praying again 5 times a day, God help me, boom, 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 you know what I'm saying? Because if they take me, that's it for my family, you know, me, JB, my uncle brother, you know, he had a little brain injury too, you know, JB lost his mother in jail too, you know, it was a lot, you know, so for me to go back that way, after beating that trial, it was senseless. Ever since I beat the trial, you know, I've been out there 2003 to now. I've been in the neighborhood helping young brothers stay out of jail, young brothers stay alive, sisters, you know, advocating for them in court, taking them on trips, basketball games, president of the Hill, One Love Hill community, president that we do, the whole community come out and bird community every summer, you know, because at one time when I got out, it was Hill North, Hill South, and I didn't like that because we didn't roll like that. Well, the Hill was the Hill, you know, do whatever you want to do on either side. You know, if you live on the Hill was the Hill. You know, that was like you limited yourself to one area. You know, that's slavery. You know, slavery in your mind, you know. So I had to end that by giving the Hill reunion. You know, I ended it, you know, speaking, talking, you know, playing it in their head, you know, and that's dead. It's been dead. It's been dead. You know, you hang on the north side, you hang on the west, south side, you hang on the south side, you hang on the north side, showing love. You know, but now they got neighborhood beefs and, you know, and all of that, but yeah, I've been doing that for like 18 years now. I've been doing it for 18 years.
Yeah, and it's people may not even know this, but he's the president of the Hill reunion. You know, him. I just want to give the props out to him, Pele, Nikki, Dawson. They are all part of the. They're all part of the. I don't know what Dwayne Sparks was in the.
Dwayne Sparks was with us in the beginning. You know, still give shout out to him.
They all of these people, they put this event together for the community, and there was more people involved. And I don't want to. Please forgive me for not mentioning your name because I know it was other people.
Yeah, it was a lot of people.
Yeah,
we can't name
Alderman Ron Hart was there.
The mayors,
the sister from the dear mother, I forgot her name.
But y'all, I know if you was down with the Hill reunion,
you
know, you was there.
I just want to give everybody that was on the board their props and their flowers for creating something real dope for the community. And a lot of people to this day, they still talk about the Hill reunion and what it meant to the community. And we looking forward as COVID's cleaning up. We're looking forward to bringing those resources back for the summer because the kids, you know. And I just want to like thank you and thank the whole.
Well, I'm gonna give y'all one more thing. You know, coming up, me and James was always for the community. You know what I'm saying? We did, like I said, like J.A. said, you know, we gave out cookouts and we did block parties. You know what I'm saying? You know, we like the ice cream store. We fed. You know, we even had an arcade for the kids. We had a nice club for the kids, and this was kids from all over town, the trade, the field, the heck. You know what I'm saying? We was always for the kids, man. We was always for the little young brothers in our neighborhood. You know what I'm saying? James was always a good person, man, and he's gonna continue. This didn't beat him. You know what I'm saying? He's still in his right state of mind, and he's gonna come out and he's gonna continue to be good.
I know you say you talk to him often, or the last time you talked to him, and I know the family talked to him a lot also.
He talked mostly with his sisters. You know, he talked mostly with his sisters. One of them after call me, whatever. You know what I'm saying? But he talked mostly with his sisters. You know, he stayed in contact with them a lot. Every day. Every day he calls his sisters. You know what I'm saying? So I mean, they give me messages from him and stuff like that. You know, but yeah.
Do you know about some of the stuff that JB has planned when he come home, like to help the community?
He wants to do the same thing. He wants to come out. You know, like I said, it was always in our heart. That was always our plan. That's why we had stores. That's why we had these little arcades and stuff like that. You know, that was our plan to do. You know what I'm saying? But the street took it from us. But that was our plan. You know, so I know he's gonna come out here. He gonna fall in line. You know.
And when I talked to him, the few times I talked to him, he said the same thing. He was like, "Hey, you know, when I get out, I'm right back at it." You know, and because I grew up on Frank Street, right behind Truman Street. I used to jump the gate and be on Truman Street, and I used to see y'all. You know, I used to watch y'all do a lot of the stuff y'all used to do.
Yeah.
You know, I was a little kid. I used to watch y'all have block parties, and everybody you could go get something to eat. You know, I remember the arcade on Washington. I remember all of this stuff as a little kid watching this. Like, man, this dude JB is somebody. Like, he's always doing. I remember a couple of times I hit him up. Let me get a couple of dollars. Gave me a couple of dollars.
Yeah.
Like, he always been that type of person.
Always.
That's why even for me, when I seen him in the condition he was in and what they was charging him with, I was like, wow, out of everybody, how could y'all even believe he would be that type of person, you know? And
He never been locked up for a violent crime. Yeah, I don't even think he had a record. You know, besides that drug charge. You know, he was in jail for. They was locking us up for weed back then. You getting time for weed and shit. You know what I'm saying? He didn't have a record. You know what I'm saying? So, like you said, it was a railroad.
I mean, and this is for not only JB, but all the other brothers and sisters that's behind the walls, wrongfully incarcerated. You know, I just want to tell them, and as you can see, there's people out here that care for you, people that got your back, and definitely reach out, however, through any mediums. If your family's watching this and they want to connect, you know, you got a community of people out here that care about you and that will help in any way they can with any assistance you need with addressing the wrongs that was done to you. And even the brothers and sisters that, you know, did stuff and they behind the walls, you got brothers like what Omar's out here doing. You know, he did what he did in the past, but now he's doing what he's doing. You know, the community is benefiting. He's an asset to the community. He's an asset. And this is an example of brothers and sisters coming home. They're assets to the community. You know, and I encourage family members that seeing this to get in contact with Omar. So exactly what do you do in the community? Like what's your position? Like how can people contact you if they want to get involved or support the work that you do in the community?
You can contact me at 745-203-745-7241. If you have a, you can send a referral. You can call me for a referral. If you have a youth that you feel that's on his way to the streets or carrying a gun, you feel he's still in the car, you know, I mentor him. I guide him. I try to guide him in the right way. You know, I talk to him twice a week. Once I pick him up, take him somewhere. We go somewhere. We talk. You know, I got a little thing. We took a training called Think, Feel, Do. Where I give them a situation, and they think, feel what they think about it, how they feel about it, and what they're going to do about it. You know what I'm saying? I tell them mostly that I'm your guardian angel. You know what I'm saying? I'm not here to be your father. You know, I'm just here to guide you. You know, in the right direction. I mean, you know, and I don't judge them. You know what I'm saying? I listen to you. I listen to what you say. I'm here to give you what you want in life. I'm here to help you. You like to box? I'll help you box. You like to rap out? We got a studio. I'll help you rap. You know what I'm saying? Just want to hang around and play a game? We got a game before you play. Help you get a job. You know, whatever it is they need. You know what I'm saying? Because I've been there. I can relate. You know what I'm saying? I can relate to all these kids, brothers out here, young brothers out here. You know what I'm saying? Because I've been there. And what I tell them, we took the fall for y'all already. You know what I'm saying? We already fell. We did the time for y'all already. You ain't got to do no time. All you got to do is right. Be somebody. You know what I'm saying? Cause I tell my kids like this. I tell them real like I was taught when I was young. They want us from 15 to 25 in jail or dead if you're black. You know what I'm saying? It might be longer now because they don't want the next Malcolm X, they don't want the next Farrakhan, they don't want the next Martin Luther King, the next black genius, whatever. But I'm here to tell you all that. I'm here to feed them what we grew up with. Now if you don't take my advice, if you don't take what I'm giving you, little man, you have to learn on your own. But I'll still be here. When you go there, I still write you in jail and do all that. I come visit you and everything.
I feel like that's so inspirational and it's so important for like people that been through the system, been in the streets, to show people that, hey, that don't have to be your only option.
Right.
I mean, right now I know when you're young, you can't see the world and you ain't experienced a lot. So that little what's happening right now, you feel like that's the world.
They say
this is all I got.
They say, but we just did a presentation at ACES, and you know, kids feel like the peer pressure because they see it every day. You know, just I gotta walk, so that's what I gotta be. Nah, you don't have to be that. We grew up with dudes on the block. They became firemen. They then became they became somebody.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? They became somebody. They became policemen, or they're working in jail. They've been working in jail for the. You know what I'm saying? They chose not to be out there with us. They wasn't no suckers. They could throw hands and get a gun just like us. They grew up in the hood, but they chose not to do what we do. You know what I'm saying? So that's what I tell you that. You ain't gotta be no sucker because you don't want to be out there, because nah. Walk right past that and go to work. You can walk right past that dude on the corner selling drugs and you get on the bus to go to work. That's all. They for what they say about you. Because in the long run, you're gonna get more money than them. That's right. What I tell them. In the long run, you're gonna be sitting on top.
Right. Right. And it's crazy because when you said that, I just think of, you know, all the pitfalls that I'm thinking, oh yeah, I'm getting money.
Yeah.
You go to jail, you're not getting no money. All the friends, all the fame, everything's gone. And you just in jail, waiting at the cell, hoping that you get a piece of mail come through the door, hoping that you get some commissary. If you got it, you know, you just hoping. You just living hoping and wishing, living that life.
And if you ain't gonna listen to me, you're gonna listen to them.
Exactly. Exactly. You definitely
Listen to them.
You behind those walls, you definitely gonna listen to them.
Yeah.
One way or another. You gonna listen. You
So
know?
that's all I've been. That's all I've been doing, man. You know, I try to keep this full when JV come out, man. You know, I'm out there selling drugs, tearing up the neighborhood. He gonna come out here and do the same way. He might not. You know what I'm saying? He might not, but at least he have that. He got all the articles. He got everything since I've been, out here doing. He got everything. He got all them articles of me in the paper, even with Frontline and all of that stuff. You know what I'm saying? He got all that.
No, he definitely does, and he told me, like, me and him walk, like I said, we walked the yard. He definitely told me, like, how proud he is of you being out here and the work that you're doing for the community. And I know it's inspiring to him because it's inspiring to me.
Right.
When I see people that was in the streets heavy, change their life around, and they're giving back to the community.
Yeah,
that's inspirational. It encouraged me to do that too.
Right.
And people that after, because I came behind you.
Right.
But I seen, like, when I met you, you was doing the work already when I met you. I was in the situation I was in, but you was already doing the work. You was already in the community.
Yeah.
So I just took a page from your book and I was like, yo, that's what you do.
Yeah.
That's what we gotta do.
Like I said, I had a family. You know what I'm saying? My family's big. Like it's more women. I can't leave. I couldn't leave them. So I had to clean myself up. I want because we done tore our neighborhood up being young. You know what I'm saying? So I want to fix it. I want to come back and do something right. You know what I'm saying? And we talked about that. Me and James talked about that before he left jail. That was the reason why I told him not to go back over here. We gonna do it. Just wait till I get out. You know what I'm saying? Build something. Boom, 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 boom. Wait till I get. If you got people against you, like I told them what happened. When you got people against you, behind your back, stabbing in your back. But yeah. So hopefully he get out and he come out, man. Yeah, we can plan something, man. Get our own thing going.
Definitely.
You know what I'm saying? Get our own thing going. Some other brothers that just came out. Respect to Ray Boy. Just getting out. Herman Ham. You know what I'm saying? The brothers just getting out from a long time. They brothers want to put something together. You know what I'm saying?
And those are some good. Yeah. Shout out to Ray Boy, Herb Ham, Junie Lax, Troy Streeter, and so many brothers that came home. Clyde, Mike Graham. I know I'm forgetting brothers, and brothers don't. I see y'all brothers. Y'all brothers is really out there, and y'all making a difference in the community. And I commend y'all because brothers said they was gonna do it, and they came home and did it. Yeah. They moving with that energy.
But that's what brothers doing now. You know what I'm saying? That's what we doing now. We saving our community. We got to stand up. You know what I'm saying? We got to stand up. We got to be men. You know what I'm saying? And that's the only way they gonna get it. You know what I'm saying? They ain't gonna get it from the dudes that standing out in the corner. They want them dudes covering them so they won't get caught. You know what I'm saying? We gotta be man, and we gotta be a village and save our youth.
Because we know it's people that's still out there riding the fence. Some people not even riding the fence. Some people just on the other side. Yeah. And that's for people out here and people inside. Yeah. So if you could tell something to somebody that's riding the fence or somebody that's on the other side in the world or behind the walls, what would you tell them as some inspirational words?
Choose one. It don't work. You know what I'm saying? That's what I came out here to do. That was my thing. I was going because I asked his brother before I left jail. He do programs and stuff like this. I said, "Yo, man, damn, when I go out there, how can I help my community? You know what I'm saying? I ain't got the money." He told me, he said, "Yo, in L.A." He said a whole lot of organizations were built off drug money. You know what I'm saying? So that's what I came out here to do. You know what I'm saying? I was gonna take the money and, you know what I'm saying, give me a rec center, or give me something, give me a building or something, you know what I'm saying? That was my plan, but it don't work like that. You know what I'm saying? It don't work like that. You gotta choose one side. And it was a struggle when I chose that one side. It was a struggle. It was a big struggle. There's many times I want to say, go back to the block, go back to the block. It was many times. But I had to struggle. I had to tell you, you gotta struggle, man. That's the only way you're gonna get it. People see you struggling, the community see you struggling, the community see you, because you're gonna see a lot of people, look, he back out here, nah. I'm out here doing something different. There was a lot of times, even when I changed, people ain't believe I changed. You know what I'm saying? I stayed committed. And let them see, nah, this is the new me, this is the real me. This is the real me right here. This is the person I was growing up to be, I was supposed to be. You know what I'm saying? I was supposed to have a big center. I was supposed to have, you know what I'm saying? 'Cause that was the real me. Because I always kept a lot of brothers around me. You know what I'm saying? We always parlayed. We always talked about God, and we always talked about good things. You know what I'm saying? We always, James too, all of us. You know what I'm saying? My grandmother used to love it. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, we was drug dealers and all that, but we had God in our heart. You know what I'm saying? So certain things we wasn't going to do. Like kill somebody or rape somebody or we wasn't going to do them things. With certain things, we just, bro. Don't mess with us. It's different things. It's a different thing. But we ain't going to go look for nothing. We ain't going, it's not us, man. So you just got to stay dedicated, man. You got to just keep moving. You got to just stay away from the negative people. Stay away from the people who's still out there. The people that's still out there with the crap, stay away from that. Get with you with some positive people, some that can help you make that change. Straddling the fence, it ain't gonna work.
Yeah, I agree with you 1,000,000%. You know, and the thing about it is, you said it. This is cool now. It's cool to help to do stuff in the community. This is the new cool thing to do now.
Everybody coming out of jail doing.
Everybody, and this is not, and these is straight gangsters.
Yeah.
These is not no dudes that are, you know, some.
When in jail became somebody.
Yeah.
Nah, there was somebody out here.
They was doing stuff out there, and they came out, and now this is what it is.
Yeah.
You know, giving back to the community, helping, making sure nobody, other people after them, younger people not following in their footsteps. That's what the community has turned into. These brothers. That's why I just see the value, and I hope everybody listening can understand the value of people inside. Don't believe the media when they say, oh, everybody inside is a monster. They're gonna come home and they're gonna do all the crime and this, that, and the third. It's some of the most beautiful,
and the
smartest, passionate men and women behind the walls. Only thing they need is a chance. Only thing, that's all they're waiting for is a chance.
But the system has left them. Justice has how you say, kick them in the ass. You know, ain't no justice for the black man. So, you know, they need us. They need us. They need their families. They need their friends. Well, they need help. You know, so if you got somebody in there, you know, help them out. You know, try to help them out. If, you know, if you can't do nothing, if you can do anything, send them some good words, something uplifting. You know, that means a lot. Some people don't get mail, man. You know, and like they cut off. They cut off from the earth. You know, so send them a letter, a card, something uplifting. You know, whatever. You know, got $10, $5, whatever, man. Send them something, man. Uplift your people.
Yeah. That's definitely, that was an important point you just made. You know, we can't forget about the people inside, because the reality is they coming back to the communities. They coming back to, when JB get out, JB's coming back to the community to give back. They're part of the community, so we can't forget about them why they're behind those walls, because then they create hatred, like, yo, we abandoned you, and we can't, and I know how it feels to be abandoned, you know, and I know people watching this know how it feels to be abandoned.
Yeah.
We can't, and especially
Let me tell you, and I know James doing the same thing because we one blood. You know, I done fed a lot of brothers. I done fed a lot of brothers in prison. You know, grown men. You know, because they don't have nobody. You know what I'm saying? They have somebody, but you know, people done gave up on them or they F them or whatever. You know, I done fed a lot of brothers. I done gave them sneakers and you know whatever I could, man, because they ain't had nobody. You know, if you got somebody, man, you know, look out for them. You know, to them $5, $10, man, make their day, man. Hey, you know, I mean nothing, may be a lot to you, but I mean nothing to you. That's a whole lot to them. You know, a car or anything, you know, it's a whole lot. You know, feed somebody who wasn't eating last week. Hey, that's a lot.
Yeah. And I just want to thank everybody that has been instrumental in advocating for James Hilton. I know you've been advocating for James Hilton, his family, Mary, everybody, his wife, his kids, his legal team, these experts, friends, just people that really stepped up to really support this effort. And hopefully May 31st, God willing, May 31st is going to be the day where justice is served for JB, for James Hilton. May 31st, that's when he goes back to court. And hopefully the judge see the light and do the right thing in this situation. I know people watching this, they may want to know how can they support or how can they help JB. When James come home, he's going to be in a situation where, like I said, this brother's been in, we've said he's been in jail over 20 years, you know, for something he didn't do. It's been a while since he's been in. If people wanted to learn more.
You got something set up? You got something set up?
Yeah, we have, I mean, we could, I mean.
What you got?
No, I don't have nothing actually set up. But what I could do is, if people wanted to contact, you could contact us. You could contact us at Building It Together. Our phone number is going to be it's in the ticker. You could take our information and contact us. If you want to write letters of support or anything like that, you can definitely reach out, and we could give you more information on how you can go about supporting James. Also,
you can contact me at Omar Ryan 69@yahoo.com.
And we'll air that information again, just in case you don't have it, so you can see it on the screen and you can write it down. And Omar, I just want to thank you for being who you are, being an asset in the community. And anything you need from me, I'm here. Anything you need for me to help James, I'm here. For the family, anything, just I'm available. And anything you need me to promote, to push out there as far as good things you're doing in the community, your work, what the family's doing, let me know. And I hope that you can be on the show again and talk about some of the other stuff that you're doing in the community.
Sure.
And hopefully when James come home, God willing, you and James can be on the show and y'all could be talking about the combination of what y'all doing together to really get back to the community, the resource, the family build.
You got a mission. He on a mission when he get out.
Yeah.
You know, he got a story to tell.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So we're gonna take his story and we're gonna take it around. You know, let people know that the system can let you down.
Definitely, God willing. I just want to thank you, and I just want to thank all the viewers for watching this episode of Resilience Behind the Walls. And if you have anybody behind the walls, like Omar said, definitely send them $5, $10, a card, something. Let them know that you care about them, and you didn't forget about them, and that they have people out here when they come home that support them and really care for them. All right. Peace, everybody.
Thank you for having me.
God willing, and this is one of many shows. God willing,
yes. I'll be back.
You'll be back. All right. Thank you for watching, everybody. Stay blessed. Stay safe. Peace.